Greetings, distinguished guests of the gallery and seekers of the sublime. Welcome back to Mr. Magazine, the premier chronicler of the stars, where we do not simply report the news, we curate history. I am your host, the silent observer in the tuxedo, here to guide you through the glittering pageantry of fame. Today, we invite you to step onto the red carpet of a night that promised to be unforgettable from the very first breath, but delivered something far more profound than mere spectacle. We are turning our gaze toward a couple who have long captivated us on the screen in the hit series Kumar, but who have now rewritten the script of their own lives in front of a nation. I speak of the dashing Emre Osman and the radiant Aybüke Yilmaz. We are dissecting a night where awards were won, but hearts were the true prize. A night of whispered secrets, thunderous applause, and a kiss that shattered the internet. But before we pour the champagne and analyze this historic moment, ensure your invitation is secured. Press that like button to celebrate true romance, subscribe to Mr. Magazine to never miss a headline, and for those who wish to walk the VIP path with us, the join button awaits your patronage. Your support creates these stories. Now, let us enter the ballroom. The evening began not with a whisper, but with a visual symphony. The red carpet, unfurling like a scarlet vein through the heart of the city, became the stage for the industry's elite. It was a tableau of opulence, where the architectural wonders of haute couture gowns battled for dominance against the sharp, monochromatic elegance of bespoke tailoring. The night was punctuated by the staccato rhythm of camera shutters, turning the darkness into a blinding storm of lightning. Yet, to the trained eye, there was an energy that transcended the superficial glamour of diamonds and silk. There was a palpable electricity in the air, a romantic tension that hummed beneath the polite conversation, foreshadowing that we were on the precipice of a historic event. Amidst this ocean of established cinema royalty and television veterans, one pair cut through the noise with a luminosity that owed nothing to their jewelry. Emre Osman and Aybüke Yilmaz arrived not merely as co-stars of the phenomenon that is Kumar, but as a unified entity. They moved with a synchronization that bordered on the choreographic, a silent dance of intimacy. The aura surrounding them was one of sophisticated sincerity. The way Emre adjusted his stride to match hers, the furtive, knowing glances exchanged amidst the chaos of the press line, these were not the actions of colleagues. They were the subtle signals of two souls who had long ago decided that fiction had given way to a much sweeter, more potent reality. As the ceremony commenced, the tension in the auditorium grew. But no one, not even the most seasoned veterans of the gossip columns, was prepared for the emotional crescendo that awaited us. The turning point, the instant that separated a standard awards gala from a legendary night of romance, occurred when the loudspeakers resonated with a single name. Aybüke Yilmaz. Announced as the winner of one of the evening's most coveted accolades, the room erupted. It was a thunderous ovation, a sonic wave of respect and admiration that seemed to make the very walls of the venue vibrate. The camera operators, trained to capture the rawest human emotions, immediately zoomed in on the face of the successful actress. We saw a touching tableau of shock, humility, and radiant pride. However, the moment that stole the collective breath of the audience did not come from the podium. It came from the seat beside her. Emre Osman, shattering every protocol of professional coolness and public reserve, rose from his chair with the decisive energy of a man possessed by love. With the eyes of the entire country fixed upon him, he did not offer a polite handshake. He did not offer a stiff, colleague-appropriate side hug. He approached Aybüke with a determination that dissolved the cameras around them. First, he enveloped her in a protective embrace, a gesture that seemed to shield her from the overwhelming magnitude of the moment. And then, before the astonished and delighted gaze of millions watching from their homes, he sealed his congratulations with a kiss. It was the kiss heard around the world. In that precise second, the applause in the room shifted gears. It transformed from a polite recognition of professional achievement into a roar of romantic approval. It was a collective sigh of relief and joy from an industry that so often thrives on cynicism. Simultaneously, in the digital ether, social media platforms collapsed under the weight of the moment. The gesture, as surprising as it was cinematic, instantly eclipsed any previous speculation. For months, there had been whispers that the couple was attempting to keep their relationship in the shadows, hidden behind the veil of privacy. But Emre's sincere, unfiltered attitude shattered those shadows with crystal clarity. This was not a publicity stunt. It was a declaration. It was a display of immense pride in Ibuke's professional ascent, yes, but it was also the unveiling of a love that is no longer afraid to be witnessed. The sparkle in Ibuke's eyes as she pulled away, breathless and beaming, became the iconic image of the night. It resonated deeply with fans because it felt unscripted. It was a rare glimpse of truth in a world of fabrication. This moment of public vulnerability brings us to a beautiful question about the nature of support in relationships. In an industry defined by ego and competition, how rare is it to see a partner celebrate the other's success so openly? Do you believe that Emre's gesture was the ultimate sign of a secure relationship? Or do you think public displays of affection should remain private? I want to hear your philosophy. Pause the video, scroll down, and tell me, team public love or team private moment. And remember, to have your voice amplified in our community, clicking that join button is the ultimate power move. But the narrative did not conclude on the stage. The true story continued in the exclusive, labyrinthine corridors of the backstage area, a sanctuary accessible only to the chosen few. Here, away from the blinding lights, the dynamic remained unchanged. Elite guests, sipping vintage champagne, could not stop murmuring about Emre's chivalry. The buzz among the VIPs was that his unwavering support is the invisible engine behind Ibuke's meteoric rise to fame. It is whispered that he provides the emotional bedrock upon which she builds her career. According to intelligence leaked to the most prestigious gossip columns, and corroborated by our own deep-cover sources, the couple was inseparable throughout the remainder of the evening. They were observed in quiet corners, whispering secrets into each other's ears, sharing laughter that seemed to create a private force field around them. They were in the room, but they were also, in a very real sense, alone together. By the time the ceremony ended, the video of the kiss had gone viral, shared hundreds of thousands of times across the globe. The captions were unanimous: "This is what love looks like." Emre's gaze toward Ibuke during her acceptance speech said more than any interview ever could. That night, Ibuke Yilmaz walked away with a golden statuette, a tangible recognition of her talent. But in the eyes of the world, she won a second prize that is far more elusive: the partner who celebrates her. Analysts of the celebrity world are already speculating that this evening marks a definitive new chapter. Emre's behavior demonstrated that he sees himself as more than just a talented actor or a co-star, he is a life partner. He is a man who finds his own joy in the reflection of hers. For her part, Ibuke proved she is at the absolute peak of her powers, balancing a triumphant professional trajectory with an enviable personal happiness. As the gala wound down, and the hall slowly emptied of its glittering occupants, the lights dimmed to a soft amber. It was then that the paparazzi captured the final, definitive frame of the night. Emre and Ibuke left the venue as they had arrived, hand in hand. But there was a difference. The tension was gone, replaced by a serene harmony. They walked out into the cool night air, not as characters in a drama, but as the protagonists of their own love story. Thus concludes our chronicle of a stellar night where cinema was celebrated, but love was the true headliner. It was a night where Kumar ceased to be just a show and became a backdrop for reality. What a journey it has been! If this story of unscripted romance warmed your heart, please leave a like and share this video to spread the love. Let's prove that positive news travels just as fast as scandal. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you are the first to know when the next chapter of this romance unfolds. And to our Join members, thank you for being the romantics who keep this channel alive. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart open to the magic. This is Mr. Magazine, signing off.